Hey, Shalom, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kwadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shah Yasha'Allah, that's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Now, I get used to seeing reports like this. 7-Eleven is closing more than 400 locations. And this is not it. So we see Babylon is basically shutting down. And this is going to feed into these 15-minute cities. See, what happens in situations like this, when you start going into these stores, the shelves are empty. The medication is locked up behind the cabinet. And now they're about to stop using paper dollars for access to these items that you need every day. But you will have access to the items of 7-Eleven, but that'll be through different outlets like Grubhub, Amazon. A lot of these, as I'm going to show you, and we're going to look at this report, a lot of delivery companies are about to pop up on the scene. They're going to pop up with these items that you normally would get out the store, but now it can be delivered to you, in close proximity as well. And this is going to play into these 15-minute cities. So as we see Babylon getting locked down, it's time to get closer to the spirit, because it's easy to place an order, online, however you do it, and have it delivered to your house. I mean, easy. I needed something for my sinuses a few weeks ago, and my wife, I was going to do the tradition. I was going to get up 11:30 at night, go to Walgreens to pick it up. And she said, oh, no, I can have this one item. The box was about $8. I think with the delivery fee, it came up to about maybe $11. Just this one item delivered. I'm like, what? Just one item? And yes, and it came within about 15, 20 minutes. Just one, I think it was Mucinex. So I say, okay, this is how this is going to work. So what's going to be the pushing point? It's going to be the MOTB. So you won't have access to these apps. You won't be able to place these orders within your 15-minute city without being connected to the internet yourself, which goes into the internet of all things. So when this MOTB is implemented, you won't need a telephone. Somewhere, somehow, you'll be able to place your order through this digital device, and they'll be able to find your location, identify you, your address, probably even know if you're asleep or you woke, and get it to you within a certain amount of time without you having to move around the city. So that's why it behooves, this is not a time for games, because we see what's going on. We see the Lord is about to bring the hammer down on his place, on these Babylonians, and they don't see it coming. And it's going to be pushed as a convenient thing. If you're looking around your neighborhood, stores are closing rapidly. Yeah, they are opening bigger box stores. But your little stores that you shop at every day, if you really paying attention, they're shutting down. The only game in town will be the box stores and to order online and have it delivered to you. This is Ezekiel 4, verse 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before a place. And they shall eat bread by weight and with care. And they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Why? Because you're running out. So the Lord is going to break the staff of bread. Yes, this is going to create food deserts. Food deserts, and when you got to travel beyond 6 miles to go grocery shopping. Yeah, this is going to create a lot of confusion as you see these stores closing down. And what I was really meditating on is the medication that they got to get out of these Walgreens, CVS, because they got so many services to where you just order your medication is delivered just by some local. So this is how it's going to be done, especially when it comes to the medication of Babylon, because everybody's on some form of medication. So they're going to really ramp it up behind these drugs here in this place, man. But you're going to eat your food with drink your water with measure, and eat your food with astonishment, that they may want bread and water. So the Lord's going to slow the flow of gluttony that's in this place. Overeating. The Lord's going to slow this down. And everything is going to be monitored. They're going to monitor your carbon footprint. They're going to monitor your shopping habits, the way you watch TV. Everything will be controlled by Big Daddy government real soon. That's why we need Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, immediately. And the Lord is on the scene for his elect. And the Lord got us watching this thing unfold right before our face. It's the reason why they're shutting all these stores down. And be astonished one with another and consume away in their iniquity. And that's about to happen. So let's take a look at this video here. This is the John Williams show. We're going to let this play.
Has just announced they're closing nearly 450. Here's up, guys. John here. 7-Eleven has just announced they're closing nearly 450 stores.
7-Eleven closing 444 underperforming stores across North America. Blames the decline in foot traffic and rising prices for the cutbacks.
Just a couple days ago, Walgreens announced they're going to be closing 1,200 stores.
And let me stop right there, because the Walgreens, you look around, and this is serious. And this goes to like I was telling you about the drugs that everyone's on, because you need Walgreens and CVS and Rite Aid for a lot of things, and they got the system, they got it all set up. And if you don't take that MOTB, man, oh yeah, it's gonna be hard to get these drugs, and a lot of people about to break. As you can see, this the Walgreens. Walgreens closing CVS and Walgreens. Walgreens plans to close 1,200 U.S. stores. So you can see it's going around. This was about 2 days ago. So Walgreens, CVS, you can throw Rite Aid, around my area, all the Rite Aids are gone. So, they shutting shop down with these stores. But what I want to bring your attention to is this here. Because you're going to still be able to get these items, from out of Walgreens, CVS, but you're going to just have to order it now. This is Amazon launches Amazon Hub Delivery to empower local businesses across the U.S., right? Now, what they're going to do, they're going to turn your local barbershops, salons, into delivery service. Now, if you got a barbershop, a salon, like nail salon, hair salon, whatever, within 2-3 miles or 50-minute cities, I think within maybe 10, 15 miles, you can travel within that 15-minute city. I forget exactly how many miles. But if you look around, you got a salon or anything, any small business, within those miles, they're going to be turned into delivery service, so they can limit your movement. So this is going to be launched. They're going to launch this by the end of this year. It says new delivery program has goal to recruit 2,500 small businesses partner by the end of this year. So this is going to limit a lot of movement, because they're going to need these drugs. People got hypertension. You got especially the dialysis industry. They're part of the Vita. I know about this because I'm in the industry, I'm an EMT. I move around. The Vita dialysis is now one of the top Fortune 500 companies. They joined the S&P. And it's a lot that go into, dialysizing someone and the medications they got to take. So this drug world, people going to be on board to keep the medication flowing. So they know what they're doing. They setting this place up. It says Amazon Hub Delivery is our newest delivery program that partners with small businesses with a strong understanding of local neighborhoods to deliver Amazon packages. So they're going to need everybody on deck. And this is going to make it flow. And it's going to seem like it's easy. Because now your local barbershop, you may go get your hair trimmed at or whatever. But now they got your packages as well. So you're thinking, wow, I don't have to really move around and do anything. But you don't see the walls are closing in on you. It says, it is a flexible new way for partners interested in joining to boost their bottom line, which they're going to run that to the small businesses. You're going to make more money. This is going to benefit you at the end of the year. So, hey, you can basically double your profit. So it says to boost their bottom line, working with their existing staff when it works best for them. For example, a hair salon with clients in the morning and evening, by midnight, find Amazon Hub Delivery is a good way to fill the gaps in their schedule during the day. We have piloted the program in rural areas of the U.S., so this is running now. And now plans to scale it and even bring it to dense, large cities like New York, Los Angeles, Seattle, and Boston, with a goal to recruit about 2,500 partners in 23 states by the end of the year. So this is already rolling. So the walls are closing in, including florists, coffee shops, clothing boutiques, gas stations, which they already have, these Amazon boxes at a lot of these gas stations, as well as a lot of these Dunkin' Donuts. It says plumbers and hair salons. So they got it going to where you can still receive your product from these stores. But now they can limit your movement. You don't have to go out. Your local salon, gas station, you pumping gas, and that same gas station, whoever worked there, Alibaba, I don't know who pumping the gas there, they bringing a package to your house within 5 to 10 minutes, man. So we see as the Lord is chopping down, he's breaking the staff of bread, he's closing the doors, he's putting your back against the wall. It's about to get gritty out here.
Announced it is closing about 1,200 stores, including 500 over the next year. The drugstore chain is struggling financially.
Rite Aid filed for bankruptcy. Red Lobster, all these big chains everyone knows filed for bankruptcy.
Companies are filing for bankruptcy now at the
Look at their hands. They all down with the plan, man. Look at this.
The chain is struggling financially.
Rite Aid
so they making it known.
Red Lobster, all these big chains everyone knows filed for bankruptcy.
Companies are filing.
So look at that. So they making it known. They're not keeping it a secret anymore that you're being set up. You're being set up, and they're doing it right in your face.
Bankruptcy now at the fastest rate since 2020.
Bed Bath & Beyond filed this year, Party City filed, Vice Media, Instant Pot, and Pyrex. The list really goes on.
But the big change that's going to be happening throughout America is going to be this collaboration with once known competitors, finding ways in which they can work together to survive.
Yeah, I mean, in other words, if you know anything how, product is moved, especially food, they got something called supermarket warehouses, out in the Midwest. So when the cargo come in, they put them at these these warehouses go for miles. And everything that moves around, everything you need, apples, oranges, everything is locked up in these houses, and they move them through trains and in a trucking system. And this is how they get to your stores, and they fill up the box like your BJ's and Targets. This is how this stuff moves. And a lot of this is coming in from China. So the product, it will be there, but the store itself, the franchise won't. But the product will be there. So they revamping the system to where now, how do you access that product? Now you got to go through their new line, their new chain of delivery service. But there's things you're going to have to do to get those products, man.
If you look at Bed Bath & Beyond and the Container Store, they're now doing a collaboration to where they can both try to make it. The Container Store is showing 3 years of essential losses, and now they're saying they don't even want to show their revenues. And Bed Bath & Beyond filed for bankruptcy, and they're saying, what can we do together to try to, make it through the end of this storm? It's very fascinating, because if you look at Mr. Beast, what he's doing, these collaborations with other restaurants, I think this is the future. I think we're going to see so much change unfolding in the U.S. economy over the next year or two that, I'm betting on it so much that I'm even relocating my entire family. And right now I'm in an Airbnb about 2,000 miles from my home, looking at an opportunity, because I think the next 12, 24, 36 months, if you are paying attention and you are investing correctly and you're doing the right things, you're going to be able to make a lot.
See, John don't know what's going on. These guys are trying to profit off this. But see, this paper, they don't know that they about to get rid of this. They're about to get rid of this paper. And John, himself, he's going to have to take this MOTB.
Relocating my entire family. And right now I'm
relocating for this guy here. They have no hope. This is the hopeless. They have no hope. So the hope is that the system restarts itself and they can go on, as millionaires, potential billionaires, not knowing a new earth, a new rulership, a new world is on the scene. The kingdom of heaven is here. It's growing right before your eyes. They don't see that. So they trying to hold on to this hell. But this is the Lord. So this is the time. Akim, Akwab, get ready. Get ready, because we all got all kind of aches and pains, and we turn to these pharmakias for soothing. We going to need some spiritual hands touching us at this time. And you might have to learn the herbs. Get into the herbs. There's going to be many ways we're going to have to just heal ourselves. And the Spirit's going to be with us. The Spirit is going to be with us, but it's going to become a very nervous time. A very nervous time is upon us when, the luxury. I'm sitting in front of a Target right now. The luxury of going out, doing business the way you normally do it, having free access to these stores. All this is about to be over. This is Isaiah 19. This is NLT verse 8. NLT if I ain't say it. The fisherman will lament for a lack of work. If you was a fisherman in the ancient world, you was making paper. Hey, if you're a fisherman today, you making paper. I mean, lots of it. It's a lot of sacrifice, but you can become rich in that field. I know a little bit about import and export when it comes to fish. You can become a millionaire if you know what you're doing in that world. So it says, the fisherman will lament for lack of work. So that goes into everything around Babylon. And people are lamented in it, but they're going to lament even more. Those who cast hooks into the Nile will groan, and those who use nets will lose heart. There will be no flax for the harvest, no tread for the weavers. They will be in despair, and all the workers will be sick at heart. Why? Because they looking for a job. It ain't none. So when they shut down these businesses, these small companies, right? They start shutting down your local 7-Eleven, your Pizza Huts. What are these people going to do? Your Domino's? A lot of college kids, they need this. Well, they're going to have to get into this delivery service. So a lot of these kids are going to have to get down with the program with Amazon. They got to get down with these box stores just to make ends meet. Because that American dream that they had of getting rich, getting out here, finding a job, starting off at 70, 80,000 a year. Where the hell you going to find a job like that in Babylon? Starting off. And you got student loans, you got rent, you got a food bill that keeps going up. So they're pushing people on the edge. And this is right where they want them. So when they implement that MOTB and that universal basic income is in there, that supplement, people going to run out. They're going to go crazy for that because it's going to help them with their situation, not knowing the Lord is on his way. Let's jump down to the 15th verse. This is Isaiah 19, verse 15, NLT. There shall be nothing Egypt can do And right now their hands are tied. It says in Isaiah, I think it's either 50 or 51, we would have healed Babylon if we could. But there's no balm for the pain. There's nothing we can do. We can't put a ace band on. You can't put a sling. You can't put Babylon on crutches. Babylon is just circling the drain. And Egypt is another name for America. Babylon is another name for America when you read it in the scriptures. Okay? So it says, there is nothing Egypt or America can do. All are helpless. As you can see, you're going to just start hearing more and more stores shut down towards the end of this year and the beginning of the next year. Everything is going digital. The head and the tail, the noble palm branch, and the lowly reed. You know, the low workers. You know, you got the overlords, you got the vassals, and you got the serfs. The vassals we could be considered the middle class, and the serfs are the poor. So there's going to be no work for the vassals, the middle class, and the poor is going to hurt. So it's going to be one game in town, which are the overlords. The top elite, the rich is just going to be, you got it, you up there in that top 1%, and then everybody else going to be on the low level playing field to where you're going to need help. You no longer will be able to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. KJV. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So the Lord is shutting down the doors. Once again, blowing the trumpet on this. Get ready. You know, a lot of stores that you're seeing today, you might not see tomorrow. And I mean, they closing down out of nowhere. We see it, but for you that's not watching, you're going to just think it's closing down out of nowhere. What's going on? And it's going to happen so fast. It's going to be a chain reaction that you're going to think like, oh, am I in Mexico? Is this America? So the Lord is chopping down Babylon blow by blow by blow, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told me this truth. Shalom.